Hi, welcome everyone. If you don't already know me, I'm Lynn Margario, founder and CEO of Cradles to Crayons. I'm so excited to kick off our 20th anniversary celebration from our Giving Factory warehouse here in Massachusetts. We've got friends tuning in from all across the country. Whether you're a volunteer, champion, donor, partner, or board member, whether you're involved with Cradles to Crayons in Massachusetts, Greater Philadelphia, Chicagoland, or New York City, or if you're brand new to our mission, I'm deeply honored that you chose to join us today. And we want to hear from you. My colleagues will be in the chat with you to get the conversation started and answer questions. Let's break the ice now by dropping into the chat where you're from and how you know Cradles to Crayons. And we welcome your thoughts and stories throughout our program. Okay, let's get started. Today's event kicks off a full year of celebrations, reflections, and special events. Today, you're going to hear many stories from many people. Some have been with us since the beginning, some are new supporters. The one thing we all share, we put kids first. We know that all children deserve to have what they need for a healthy childhood, and that includes simple basics like clothing, which is where this whole thing started. 20 years ago, I had this aha moment when I was visiting my family in Michigan and saw that nieces and nephews' clothes with tags on them that had never been worn. Kids grow so fast that the clothes they wear, the books they read, just about anything a growing child uses is outgrown almost as soon as they get it. So I thought, if kids constantly outgrow everything they get, where does the stuff go? And what about the kids that don't have access to these everyday basics they need? Can we get the used and unused and like new clothing from homes where it's no longer needed to homes where it is? I was so excited about this idea, but I was constantly chasing after my family, friends, and work colleagues to chip in every way possible. Honestly, I'm surprised they kept taking my calls, but they showed up. They saw that this idea mattered, and they were happy to be part of figuring it out. And I was happy because there's no way I could have done this alone. For starters, I get lost when I have to drive somewhere new, and we didn't have GPS in those early days. Also, I had to assemble a lot of shelving and clean Cheerios and raisins from car seats. I needed practical nuts and bolts help and lots of cheerleading to keep me going. And then one day, I looked around that first Cradles to Crayons warehouse. We didn't call it a giving factory back then. And I realized that I didn't recognize a single person there. Total strangers were sorting clothes, inspecting toys, making outfits, and packaging orders. Word had gotten out about a new nonprofit that needed volunteers. And again, people showed up. That was something I didn't expect, how much people would show up. And I definitely didn't expect how much they would keep showing up throughout these 20 years. Through hurricanes Katrina and Sandy, house fires, refugee crises, and the everyday needs of children in our communities. In a former lifetime, I worked for IKEA. No matter where you are in the world, you can walk into an IKEA store and it screams IKEA. The same signage, that undeniable smell of cinnamon buns, and the product look and feel. It's their secret sauce. I like to think that we have that at Cradles to Crayons too, our own Cradles to Crayons way. If I had to list the 3 key ingredients, they would be: 1, quality equals dignity. It's the cornerstone of everything we do. 2, Dr. King's legacy. Everybody can be great because everybody can serve. And 3, rise to the challenge. Now let's break it down. First, quality equals dignity. You'll see that sign in every Cradles to Crayons warehouse. It's pretty simple. We don't believe in good enough. The best is all we will accept because that's what all children deserve. Second, everybody can be great because everybody can serve. No one's too young, no one's too old. We don't care what you ate for breakfast, whether you got an A or an F on that exam, or if you got lost on your way here, like me. Our team is always glad to see you and, of course, put you to work. 3, rise to the challenge. We're scrappy, we get stuff done, we figure it out. We have from day one, and we certainly do now. And we've had our share of hiccups and full-on crises to deal with over the years. The truck is late, half of our volunteers didn't show up, The backpacks went missing? Wait, there's a global pandemic? There's truly nothing that can get in this team's way to make sure kids get the essentials they need, and that's the Cradles to Crayons way. There are a lot of people who do things the Cradles to Crayons way, and I'd like to start off with 3 of them to tell you about our work and why our mission to give children the basic essentials they need is so important. Our National Board Chair, Dean Athanasia, Dr. Michael Yagman, and the baby who inspired this mission, my niece, Elise.
Hi, I'm Dean Athanasia, President of Regional Banking at Bank of America and Board Chair at Cradles to Crayons. I'm proud to be celebrating 20 years of impact with all of you as we work together to end clothing insecurity for children. This mission is so truly important, and I thank you for allowing me to be part of it for the past 7 years. As we celebrate Global Services Month in April, there is no better example of how you've connected passion with purpose, showing the collective impact we all can make when we work together as one team led by Lynn Magruder. Over the past 20 years, Cradles to Crayons has grown from a Boston-based organization to one that now extends to Chicagoland, Greater Philadelphia, and New York City, with an innovative new online platform that connects donors anywhere, anytime to children in the Cradles to Crayons network. With nearly 430,000 volunteers and 437 partner agencies, you've reached over 3 million children. That is an incredible milestone and one to be very proud of. Bank of America is also extremely honored to be supporting you along the way. Since 2010, our company has provided close to $700,000 in funding to Cradles, and our employees have given more than 80,000 volunteer hours for the cause. We do all that because we believe in Cradles' mission to support children who face adversity, including the lack of affordable, adequate, and appropriate clothing. We know that clothing insecurity is also one of the top 10 reasons kids miss school, along with medical appointments and social outings, leading to many short and long-term social and economic deficits. We also know that even today, more than 20 million children in the U.S. live below the poverty line. And now, thanks to Giving Factory Direct, we can go beyond our current service areas to ensure those children have what they need at home, at school, and at play. So I'm honored and grateful to be part of this journey with you, and I can't wait to see the reach of this incredible organization continue to expand. So with that, I want to say congratulations on 20 years and on impacting over 3 million children and counting. So let's keep Cradles' incredible run going and end clothing insecurity together. Thank you so much.
My name is Dr. Michael Yagman. I've been a practicing pediatrician in Cambridge for over 30 years. I'm the past board chair of the Boston Children's Museum and a strong advocate for helping children and parents buffer stress and enhance their resilience. Cradles and Crayons has been a leader in this mission for the past 20 years. I have long been a supporter of the Cradles to Crayons mission to counter clothing insecurity and have long admired the leadership of Lynn Magruder and her dedicated staff to provide a safety net that has critically supported children and families, especially during this horrible pandemic. Healthcare professionals increasingly screen for social determinants of health. What we are really talking about are the conditions of daily life: clothing, shoes, diapers, housing, food. The World Health Organization has pointed out that these necessities are responsible for a major part of health inequities, both between and within nations. Industrialized countries that spend 70% of their budgets on social determinants have better health outcomes than the US, which spends only 22% on these social needs. Thank God for Cradles to Crayons that's trying to increase that proportion of our spending. In order to support safe, stable, nurturing relationships with their children, caregivers, especially parents, need social supports, such as adequate clothing, to move from survival mode to focus on their relationships with their children, essential for their healthy development. These everyday essentials are critical for a child's development and influence their physical and mental health, their learning, and their joy of playful discovery. In the past 20 years, Cradles to Crayons has provided over 3 million children with these basic necessities. I hope your participation in this event and your donations will support this important work. You can tweet your support using hashtag #EndClothingInsecurity. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Louise Cooper, and my Aunt Lynn is the founder and CEO of Cradles to Crayons. When my aunt came to visit me and my cousins when we were babies back home in Michigan, she noticed how quickly we were growing out of our clothing and thought, what if we gave these clothes to kids in need who really needed them? Thus, Cradles to Crayons was born. Now, here we are, 20 years later, celebrating the successes of helping millions of children across multiple states. I'm so proud of you, Aunt Lynn, and all of the work you have done and put in to make this charity a success. I've grown up watching Cradles to Crayons grow and spread its influence to end clothing insecurity. I'm so proud of you, Aunt Lynn, and I know you, Cradles to Crayons, and all of the people here today won't stop until we see an end to clothing insecurity. Congratulations on 20 years, and I'm ready for what you do in the next 20.
What a way to get things started. They say it takes a village, and I can tell you it most certainly does. Now I'm thrilled to introduce you to more amazing people, starting with our executive director in Philadelphia, Michael Smith.
Thank you, Lynn. What an amazing amount you've done in the past 20 years. Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Smith, and I'm the executive director of Cradles to Crayons here in Philadelphia. And I've been here for 12 years. And we have served many, many children during that period, thanks to our community, our service partners, our product donors, our volunteers, our team, and our board. I do remember one of the events that happened in those 12 years was when we got a call asking us if we could take 250,000 diapers. At the time, I had no idea what 250,000 diapers represented in terms of volume. I didn't know whether we had enough warehouse space. We certainly didn't have a forklift truck. And I wasn't actually certain whether our partners needed them. How wrong I was. In only 7 hours, we distributed those 250,000 diapers from our parking lot. And our partners still wanted more. Nowadays, we could distribute 3 times as much in less than 2 hours. It always struck me, this was an amazing example of the flexibility and power of this model. The infinite capabilities that this organization has. The amazing can-do attitude of our team members. It's a multiplier of effort, and this community-powered organization is always focused on doing good. I remember when I first heard about Cradles to Crayons, when I was working for an educational enrichment program that served kids living in low-income homes in Pennsylvania. Firsthand, I saw these kids in the classroom wearing clothing that didn't fit. It was hand-me-downs probably. Times it was torn, and sometimes it wasn't appropriate or adequate. And sadly, what I also saw was that their peers teased them, bullied them, shunned them, and made them utterly miserable, so they couldn't learn, let alone play. When I saw the Cradles to Crayons model, bringing the community together to collect product, to pack product, and to make sure that kids have clothes and the other resources that they need just to be kids, I was amazed. And now, 12 years later, seeing the looks on grandparents, parents, and caregivers' faces when they get packages from Cradles to Crayons, it really is the best job in the world. Many people do not know the size and scope of the problem of poverty in America, and the fact that in Philadelphia we have the highest rate of deep poverty of any city in the nation. They don't realize that there are millions of households where they worry about having enough food to put on the table, a safe and long-term place to live, or appropriate, adequate, accessible, and affordable clothing and other resources for their kids, each and every day. While we celebrate in Philadelphia that we have just served our millionth child this April. I don't want to rest on our laurels. I want to look forward to serving the next million children. Until we can eliminate clothing insecurity, our job will not be over. While these numbers seem daunting, I prefer to think about just the individual winter coat, the backpack filled with school supplies, or the pair of shoes that we provide to a kid, that can be elimination of the barrier to the next stage in their lives. It can be a launching pad to their success. And with that, I'd like to introduce you to some of our community and service partners who can tell you firsthand about the kids we serve. Thank you.
Happy 20th anniversary. I want to give a special thank you to Cradles to Crayons for all your support. I am Malika Bay from Sucor Incorporated. We would not be able to do what we do every day without the help of Cradles to Crayons. We've been a partner for probably 10 years or more, and because of your support with diapers and coats and school supplies, we are able to do a lot of good work in the city of Philadelphia, and we just want to thank you guys from the bottom of our heart, and to thank you again. Thank you, and happy anniversary.
Happy 20th anniversary, Cradles to Crayons. My name is Janet Wagodner, and I'm a librarian here at Highwood Public Library. We've been working with Cradles to Crayons for several years now. We serve as a donation site for families looking to provide gently used clothing, toys, and books. And we know a large number of those donations come right back to our community to assist our families. We're grateful to work with Cradles to Crayons, and we look forward to supporting their impactful work to end clothing insecurity.
Hi, I'm Darrell Ford, head of the William Penn Charter School, and I'm excited to congratulate Cradles to Crayon on its 20th anniversary. I remember when it began, right here in the basement of our middle school. I don't quite know how Cradle's stuff ended up in our basement, but we were there right at the beginning. We're so excited for all the work and all the lives that Cradle to Crayons changes. Thank you, and hashtag end clothing insecurity. We do a lot of this work too at the William Penn Charter School as part of our curriculum for our students to understand the real needs of the world. In terms of making a difference, no one does it better than C2C. Congratulations, happy 20th anniversary.
My name is Paz Salas. I'm the coordinator of service learning and community partnerships at Sacred Heart Schools in Chicago on Sheridan Road. And from the first time that I met Jaron Newton and Stacy Jacoby in January of 2016, as Cradles to Crayons was starting up on George Street, I had a feeling we were going to be able to teach our students a lot about becoming involved in helping to end clothing insecurity in Chicago area. I've been really amazed at the number of children Cradles to Crayons has assisted in so many varied situations and in so many areas of Chicago. If I had to choose one favorite thing about Cradles to Crayons, it is that you allow us to bring us really young students to the Giving Factory, and I think that it really allows the children to open up their minds and hearts, and they can learn so much from a very young age. And I love the Giving Factory recaps at the end of our volunteer shifts, showing the students what they've done and allowing the students to share in what they have accomplished that day. So thank you for teaching us so much and for your work to fight clothing insecurity in Chicago and elsewhere.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Siemens, president of Family Aid. We're a Boston-based organization that works with more than 3,000 children and parents every day who are living in poverty. On behalf of our organization, we congratulate Lynn, Aubrey, and the board of Cradles to Crayons for an amazing 20 years. For most of the last 2 decades, Cradles has worked with Family Aid to end homelessness for tens of thousands of children. Our work together is based on deep compassion and incredible trust. We have trusted Cradles to Crayons over these last 20 years to provide life-saving materials and items like diapers and clothing. And Cradles has trusted Family Aid to provide the supportive services and housing that families need to get back up on their feet. We thank you for your incredible work over these last 20 years, and we look forward to working together to end childhood poverty and homelessness here in Boston. Once again, thank you so much for all you do for the many people who need our support.
Hi, my name is Joseph Williams. I'm the Executive Director for the Mr. Dad's Fathers Club. Our organization mission is to help get fathers actively involved in their children's lives through mentoring and literacy. So we would like to thank Cradles to Crayons and wish you guys a happy 20th anniversary for the amazing work you guys are doing in our community. It makes a huge difference. You guys have really helped our families, our fathers, and our children when it comes to so many issues around insecurities, around clothing, and so many other great things, right? So we want to take a walk with you guys real quick so you guys can see live and in person the impact you guys are making with our children here at our schools and in our communities. All right, you guys. So everybody, I would love for you to meet our wonderful class here as they are here.
Yes, and what do we say for them visiting Mr. Dad?
And guys, I want everybody to look over there and just say thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, happy 20th anniversary, Cradles and Crayon Rock. So my name is Brenda Bowens. I am the Community Resource Acquisition Specialist, and we're picking up diapers. These diapers are essential for our participants that's returning home from prison, their families, and it's such a big part in this experience to have someone to give you diapers so you can be sufficient. I just want to thank Cradles to Crayons again, and happy 20th!
Wow, so incredible to hear from some of our partners and all the work they are doing for our communities. We are so honored to serve alongside you. Thank you. Hi, I'm Aubrey Henderson, the Executive Director in Boston. While I started as the Executive Director over 2 years ago, 7 weeks before the pandemic started, I actually started volunteering at Cradles to Crayons well over 10 years ago. It started at a local community, collect and sort, and the first time I made it into the Giving Factory in Brighton was about 8 years ago with my 2 daughters. When I saw how my daughters responded to giving back and the immediate impact they knew they were having on kids their age, I became a Cradles to Crayons superfan. How amazing that here at Cradles to Crayons, not only are we helping kids in need, but we are also nurturing and encouraging future generations to be compassionate young volunteers looking out for their friends and neighbors. And now, after all those years volunteering in Brighton, I get to enjoy continuing our service in our Massachusetts Forever home here in Newtonville, the first building that we own and the commitment that we will be here for many years ahead. Thank you to all of our Massachusetts supporters and partners that helped Cradles to Crayons get off the ground 20 years ago, that have stayed with us through that time, and all the new ones that have come and joined us as we move into the next 20 years. Because I started this job right as the pandemic was striking, there's always been an additional element of elevated crisis that we've been responding to. We've pivoted to understand our partners' needs, we've learned from them, and we've pivoted again, and we've pivoted again. Most recently, the incredible team here in Boston has been really proud to answer the call to help even more immigrants relocating to this area. Working with a handful of partners, we are providing weekly emergency support to families relocating from over 10 countries, including Haiti and Afghanistan. And we know this work will not stop anytime soon. We are honored to work alongside our partners to make the lives of those relocating just a little bit easier by supplying clothing, backpacks, diapers, and school supplies. I am passionate to continue to build even more ways to respond to families in need and the clothing insecurity in Massachusetts. I'm such a Cradles to Crayons superfan that in addition to volunteering with my family before joining the organization, I also brought in my own corporate teams. It was great for team building and giving back, and you can actually learn a lot about your coworkers when you're putting together outfit packs or cleaning shoes in the Giving Factory. It was great team building, and I know now in working here what a powerhouse of support all of our corporate teams are in volunteering, in donating clothing, supporting our mission, and spreading the word. So now I'm excited to introduce you to some of our incredible corporate partners who keep our values and priorities aligned with their own work.
Hey everyone, it's Elise Perkowitz, Community Affairs Manager at Discover. I oversee our volunteer program and partnerships, and one of my favorite partners is Cradles to Crayons. Our partnership is very meaningful, not only to me, but to all the employees at Discover. Partnering on new ways to volunteer during the pandemic and then taking on the Ready for Learning event, packing almost 40,000 backpacks with our employees is something we will never forget. And we're planning to do again later this year. What an amazing accomplishment to have helped 3 million children with clothing insecurity. One of the main reasons kids don't go to school is because they don't have the right supplies or clothes to be there. Discover strives to provide brighter financial futures, and this starts by making sure kids have the right supplies to learn and grow. We are proud to support a company helping to end clothing insecurity. Congrats on 20 years.
I'm Jeff Bellows, Vice President of Corporate Citizenship and Public Affairs at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts. And as a longtime corporate partner, we are proud to support the work that Cradles to Crayons is doing to help thousands of local children each year. Our colleagues have loved volunteering with this beloved organization for more than 15 years now, and knowing that families throughout our shared community rely on Cradles to Crayons as a steadfast and important resource for childhood essentials like clothing and school supplies makes our partnership even more meaningful.
Hi, I'm Ramonariscoe Benson, PICO's Director of Corporate and Community Impact. Today I am thrilled to congratulate Cradles to Crayons on 20 years of service. PICO has been a proud supporter of Cradles in Philadelphia for over 10 years, and we are honored to support the organization's mission with employee volunteer groups and our corporate grant each year. We'd love to sponsor the Big Give and look forward to continuing to work together with Cradles to make Philadelphia more equitable for all children. I'd also like to give a big shout out to Cradles to Crayons Philadelphia for recently achieving the milestone of 1 million children served. Amazing. Thank you to Cradles to Crayons, Michael Smith, the entire team, staff and volunteers for the important work you are doing in our community each and every day. Again, thank you and congratulations.
Hi, my name is Seema Delafraz and I'm the Global Sales and Marketing Leader here at First Quality. As a manufacturer of consumer products for over 30 years, we understand the importance of access to essentials. Our mission to make things better extends beyond creating quality products. For us, it also means making things better in our communities. As a family-owned company, we value the important role of essential products such as diapers and wipes for all families, and the heartbreaking reality that not everyone has the basic necessities for raising our next generation. We want to congratulate Cradles to Crayons on their 20-year milestone and their 3 million packages donated to children in need. They have built a powerful network of like-minded individuals who share the desire to help families and children. All children deserve access to the everyday essentials. Essentials that help them to not just survive, but thrive. Every day, I'm amazed at the passion and the hard work the team at Cradles to Crayons has put in to provide clothing, diapers, and other essentials to those in need. A passion we share here at First Quality. Since the partnership between our Cuties Baby Care brand and Cradles to Crayons over a year ago, we have been able to donate over $680,000 to support the Cradles to Crayons mission. Together, we will work toward a future free of childhood poverty and the hope of a better world for all.
Hi, my name is Sean Quinn. My family and I have been volunteering with Cradles to Crayons for 4 years now, and in my role as CFO of Simpress and Vistaprint, we've also been corporate partners to Cradles to Crayons supporting their mission. I volunteered with my family, including our children, with our friends, with colleagues, and we've supported Cradles to Crowns through sponsorships and donations of needed goods. From our first time in the Giving Factory, it was so clear just how impactful and tangible the work of Cradles to Crowns is for those in our community. And every time we give of our time or donations, we get more in return because it's allowed us to not only support our community, but also to do that with our community. The work all of you do is amazing. Congratulations on 20 years and impacting the life of 3 million kids. We're looking forward to being a part of your next 20 years of your ambitious journey and helping many millions more kids to end clothing insecurity.
My name is Brianna Fulwood, and I work on the corporate social responsibility team at NBC Universal. We're so excited to be partnering with Cradles to Crayons. Ever since we announced the partnership, our employees have been looking forward to volunteering and packing kits. Congratulations on 20 years and looking forward to the next 20.
I love those comments from our corporate partners. Thank you for those. Hi everyone, I'm Bernard Turkos. I am speaking to you from Chicago. I'm so proud to be talking to you right now from our new home, the new Chicago Giving Factory in North Center. As you can probably hear, construction is still going on behind me, and we are looking forward to opening in the next couple of weeks and resuming our operations. We're so excited for our new home. In our first 12 months here, we're planning on distributing more than 200,000 packages, which is nearly double what we've been able to do on an annual basis before. This work is personal to me. I came to the United States with my family when I was 14 years old. We came from the subtropical climate of Azerbaijan right into the Midwestern snowstorm. And I remember waking up on our first morning surrounded by all that snow and feeling woefully unprepared for these winters. Something else that I remember is that in our first days and weeks in America, all these families in our new community, people who knew nothing about us, provided my brother and me with winter coat, warm clothing, books to read, and other essentials that we needed to learn, play, thrive, and just be kids. My childhood is so long ago that most of it I don't remember. But I remember to this day feeling so grateful and supported from my new community and how they were rooting for me to succeed. Unfortunately, the need for our services has only grown in the past few years in the middle of a pandemic. And for products like hygiene items and diapers, the need has increased by as much as 300%. And I feel so grateful to our staff, to our volunteers, to our individual and family donors, to our corporate partners for rallying around us and helping us increase our services and serve even more kids in the middle of a pandemic. We couldn't have done this without you, and I feel enormously grateful from my heart. And now I want to turn it over to our folks, individuals and families, to share some words about what partnering with Cradles to Crayons means to them. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, we're Jack and Donna Greenberg, and we're here to congratulate Lynn and the entire Cradles family on 20 years of success. We are so proud to be involved in this wonderful organization helping children in need.
About 8 years ago, our Boston-based grandchildren introduced us to Cradles. We were so impressed with the concept and even more impressed with the impact volunteering had on our grandchildren. It was at that time Donna and I thought it would be a great idea if Chicago had its own Cradles. We joined with friends and opened a Giving Factory.
Congratulations again, Lynn, to you and your staff. We are very proud that over 3 million children have been helped. Happy anniversary.
Hi, my name is Bobby Kent, and I'm a current junior at Vanderbilt University and a graduate of the Shipley School class of 2019. I've always been involved with Cradles ever since I was 9 years old when I went to my first Young Gala with my family. Since then, and all through high school, I was actively involved with Cradles, going to every Young Gala. In my junior year of high school, I was on the Teen Leadership Corps, and my senior year, I was a junior champion. Cradles has always meant so much to me. Meeting the people that work with Cradles, their passion is infectious, and every time I was in the warehouse made me always want to help out and do as much as I could. I want to congratulate Cradles on reaching 20 years. It's an incredible milestone. I'm so thankful that Cradles has been a part of my life and all that it has done for me. I can't wait to see what the next 20 years look like, and I can't wait to be a part of it. So congratulations once again, and go Cradles.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Morris. I started Kaylee's Fantabulous Footwear, which is now Kaylee's Fantabulous Fundraising, 8 years ago at the age of 7. The first year I collected, my initial goal was 350, and I bought the 350th pair with my own money. But we ended up getting more donations for a total of 432 pairs of shoes. It's really important to get involved in things like this because you can make a big impact on someone's life and maybe even put a smile on their face. Congratulations to Cradles to Crayons for everything you've done in the last 20 years serving 3 million kids. Can't wait to continue to work with you all.
Hi, my name is Lon Chapman, and I have been bringing my family and my students to the Giving Factory for a few years now. One of my favorite memories is arriving on a Saturday morning and walking into the Giving Factory and seeing all of these carts full of donations and then being assigned to a station to work. My favorite station, the shopping station, where we get to push shopping carts around, filling up the shopping carts with toys and books and clothes and shoes for the children. Cradles to Crayons has had a huge impact on my students, my family, and on me. We now understand what quality equals dignity truly means, and we'll be happy to take out our magic erasers so that we can clean the toys and sneakers and make them a little bit brighter before we donate them to Cradles to Crayons. We'll also do loads of laundry and count puzzle pieces before donating those items. Cradles to Crayons, thank you for making children feel cared for and valued, and thank you for including so many of us in your journey. Happy 20th anniversary.
Hi, my name's Charles Rednick. I'm a teacher and administrator at Dedham Country Day School. My wife, Elise Greenberg, and I have 2 children, Alfie and Natalie, who are currently in college and high school, respectively. But when we first got involved with Cradles, their ages were in the single digits, and I vividly remember the first day we were headed over to volunteer at the Giving Factory. The kids were in the back, and they were confused about what we were doing. They didn't know what to expect. Why couldn't we actually do something fun that day? And after a couple of hours volunteering in the Giving Factory with the amazing team there, it was all we could do to drag them back out to the car. They really didn't want to leave. That was probably more than 10 years ago. And since then, Cradles has become an integral part of our family. Both of our children wound up being part of the team leadership program. Elise and I sit on advisory councils, and we still get over to volunteer as often as possible. We really credit the organization with bringing philanthropy into the core of who we are as a family, and we'll always be appreciative for that. We also want to congratulate Cradles for the amazing work they do and for 20 years of incredible service helping families in need and reaching more than 3 million children over that time. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Max. I've been friends with Cradles to Crayons since I was in kindergarten, and now I'm a high school senior. I believe in the power of giving back and mobilizing communities to do good. Kids especially have so much to give: energy, enthusiasm, time, talent, creativity, and kindness. I believe that all children should have clothes that make them feel good. Clothing insecurity is a problem, and we have to work together to end it. Distributing 3 million packages is amazing, but it's just the beginning. Congratulations and thank you to Cradles to Crayons on 20 years. I can't wait for the next 20.
Hi, my name is Amaka Ubak, and I work as a morning anchor here at 7 News. I'm coming to you from our studio right now, and I just want to take a minute to show my support for Cradles to Crayons. It's an amazing organization. I was first introduced to them last year when I emceed their gala event. It was an incredible event, raising a lot of money to help fight the clothing insecurity for kids all across Massachusetts. So to hear that they've now reached this milestone of 20 years of helping to fight such an important cause, helping 3 million kids, it's just incredible. When you walk into the Giving Factory just to, scope it out and volunteer, you really feel the energy coming from everyone there, the important mission, the important cause they're doing while they're sorting the items and making sure that there's so much care involved in the clothing and everything that these kids are going to receive in the community. So congratulations on reaching this major, major milestone. I am honored to be associated with the organization. You guys have changed my life, and seeing firsthand all the things that you guys have done to help kids across the community and all the schools that you guys are involved in, it's just wonderful to see. So I can't wait to see what milestones Cradles to Crayons tackles next.
Hello everyone,
My name is Pranav Govan. I'm an active Project 351 alumni and an ambassador for Cradles to Crayons. The clothing drive I led in 2020 to support C2C was my very first service project as an ambassador. It was right when the pandemic hit. When everything around us changed drastically, the one thing that did not change was our determination. We led spring service by going through our closets and reaching out to friends and neighbors for donations. My parents and my little brother helped me sort and bag the clothes by size. While it was fun, it also inspired us as a family to reach out to C2C and look for ways we could serve. I love the fact that C2C encourages children right from the young age of 5 to volunteer. We like the experiences so much that my brother Sundit and I are now ambassadors for C2C. Children are the future generation, and the work that C2C does is extremely important. I'm very humbled and honored to be part of 2 incredible service organizations that encourage us to give back, support, and inspire us to serve many thousands of children and families in New England and beyond. Thank you so much.
I know everyone has already said this, but hearing from all these people is really inspiring. When I came to Cradles to Crayons 6 years ago, I would never have guessed where we'd be today. I'm Karen Grant, Vice President of Giving Factory Direct, our newest way to give back from anywhere. There are millions of kids who go without winter coats and properly fitting pants, but it's not by choice. It's by circumstance, and the impacts carry well into adulthood. We had a group volunteering from Harvard as part of a program of well-established professionals at the top of their careers who were looking for ways to make a difference in their next chapter. After the volunteer shift, where they packed outfits for specific children, we came together to debrief. You could have heard a pin drop. The impact was so profound. One member of the group wasn't prepared for how emotional it would be, because it reminded him of being young and not having clothing or other essentials. He was near tears connecting his own experience with those of the children they were packaging clothing for. And he was grateful to know that there was this massive community effort doing something to address the needs of kids just like him. The thing I love most about Cradles to Crayons is that we take a huge problem and break it down into simple solutions so everyone can help. And it's magic when people connect the dots. This shirt is going to this child, an actual child, like my kids or kids I know. We have so many ways to engage. Even just raising awareness for the need is a critical piece. The work can't be done without all the parts. This is what holistic impact really looks like. It looks like one little girl from our first Giving Factory Direct partner in New York City. After receiving her clothing donation, she showed up to daycare the next day wearing one of her brand new outfits. Even the tutu, no one could convince her to take it off. And that's when you realize how much this work means, how much it matters. And you think, we did that. We made that happen. Cradles to Crayons is the largest reliable provider of clothing and other essentials for the partners we work with. As we look to serve more kids across the U.S., we recognize the need to leverage a digital model to connect resources from anywhere to kids anywhere. This online platform, which matches anyone, anywhere with a specific child, makes connecting those resources simple. We talk about the 20 million kids who need these resources, and then you think about the potential. How many kids could we serve if we tapped into every adult across the country? Imagine! One package per adult. No child would go without. It's our 20 years of insights and experiences, of knowns, that takes us to this new level. It's those 3 million packages of critical essentials we've distributed that positions us to change how we give and how much collective impact we can make. And in our commitment to elevating awareness of the clothing insecurity crisis and Lynn's leadership to innovate and to always do better, I'm excited for our future. And here are a few more people who have helped us lay the groundwork to reach more kids everywhere.
Hello, I am Cherish, working as a technical lead for application development here at Global Logic. As digital product leaders in the IT industry, we are partners with Cradles to Crayons for the development of Giving Factory Direct platform. Clothing is one of the very basic needs for every kid. Since children grow fast, clothing needs can put a lot of pressure on low-income families. When we started the Giving Factory Direct initiative 2 years back, the pandemic was peaking, and there was a need to have a digital platform where people can donate clothing safely without leaving their homes. I was amazed to see what wonderful work Cradles to Crayons has been doing in this direction. Through giving factories, volunteer events, fundraising causes, and other social events. We at Global Logic were thrilled to be part of this exciting journey. Even in Global Logic, we have a culture of grow to give, and we follow the philosophy to support unprivileged children through our social CSR initiatives. With GFT platform in place now, we are looking forward to reaching even more kids and serving in different geographies all over the United States. I congratulate everyone at Cradles to Crayons for completing 20 years and reaching the 3 million kids milestone. Please support #EndClothing Insecurity and share it with your friends and family while you make a donation. Once again, my best wishes to all for the next 20 years to come. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Angela Herbst. I head up stuff here at the Boston Group. We are one of the agencies that partner with Cradles to Crayons and Giving Factory Direct, helping in any way we can to get their message out there, to make sure that anybody who could possibly want to get involved with an organization that is all about helping to make sure that every child has the clothing they need to feel safe and secure. One of the things I personally love about the organization is its mission itself, the fact that clothing is such a critical piece and part of feeling safe and secure for children, and how pervasive the issue is actually for kids who don't have sufficient clothing, not just coats, but jackets and shirts and socks and pants that fit them. So we here at the Boston Group love that we are able to be involved in helping them create advertising and work with our media partners to get that message out there. I think it's amazing that they've been doing this for 20 years and have been able to help over 3 million kids. And we really can't wait to see what the organization is going to do with its expanded online giving platform with Giving Factory Direct and the amount of kids that they're going to be able to help in the future. So congratulations, everybody, on hitting your 20-year anniversary. And we at the Boston Group and myself look forward to working with you much more in the future.
Hi, everyone. I'm Emily Magruder, and on behalf of my family, I want to wish Cradles to Crayons a very happy birthday. For us, Cradles is a chance to play a small part in addressing a big problem and helping my children learn the value of service at the same time. A very special shout out to Lynn and Karen and the whole Giving Factory Direct team who have created something so special and so impactful in such a difficult time for so many. From the Magruder family and from all your friends at Bain & Company, congratulations on this huge milestone, and thank you for doing all that you do.
Hi there. My name is Jesse Gamron, and I serve as the manager of volunteer services for Win. Win is the largest provider of family shelter in New York City, servicing over 1,700 families each night. I've been working with Cradles to Crayons for almost 2 years now. It's since summer of 2020. Cradles to Crayons has done a tremendous job supporting Win families with thousands of pieces of children's clothing for kids of all ages. When families enter a shelter in New York City, they can only bring 2 bags per person. It means that many families come into shelter without the essential clothing items that they need for themselves and for their children. Clothing insecurity is a huge problem in New York City, and we are so grateful to be working with the wonderful Cradles to Crayons organization, which supports us with clothing donations. I wanted to lastly say congratulations to Cradles to Crayons on 20 years and 3 million children. We're looking forward to the next 20 years working with Cradles to Crayons through Giving Factory Direct. Thank you so much, everyone, and hope you have a good day.
Wow, I am speechless, and I'm honored and humbled to know you all and proud of everything that Cradles to Crayons has meant to everyone it has touched. Not only could I have never imagined this incredible level of passion and the power of community, I never expected that this family would grow so big for so many generations, putting children first in every way possible. I hope the memories that were shared today remind you of some of your own. If you close your eyes, can you remember the first time you visited one of our giving factories? When you stuffed backpacks at a backpackathon in the sweltering heat? when you were packing a bag of donations and flashed back to images of your own son or daughter in that onesie, running in those sneakers, or wearing that coat? Do you remember how proud you were when it clicked for your child that it does make a difference to volunteer? It does make a difference to share something with someone else. Or maybe it's simply remembering that we are all in this together, no questions asked. And together, anything is possible. It is because of each and every one of you and hundreds of thousands of others along the way that we make this mission possible. And this 20-year anniversary kickoff is our place to step up and find more ways to reach more children. As you heard earlier, we've launched an anytime, anywhere online platform called Giving Factory Direct. It doesn't matter when or where, you can ship outfits directly to a child who needs them. So sign up for that and tell everyone you know. Another newer piece of work is our focus on advocacy and awareness. We know how impactful direct service is, but we also know that policy changes are desperately needed. That's why we're expanding our legislative relationships and engaging in coalition work with other like-minded agency partners. And now here's a new PSA we'll be rolling out on clothing insecurity.
One of the very first things we all do at the start of our day is get dressed. But every day, 20 million children across the United States start their day with less than adequate access to appropriate clothing. That's 2 in 5 American children who are going without basics like shirts, pants, jackets, and shoes. This hidden crisis is called clothing insecurity, and it impacts almost every aspect of a child's healthy development. There are no significant federal or state allowances to cover clothing for growing children. As the only national organization with children's clothing insecurity at the core of our mission, Cradles to Crayons is working to bring more awareness to the urgency and size of this issue. In 20 years, we've distributed more than 3 million packages full of clothing, shoes, books, school supplies, diapers, and more. But we need to do more. 1 in 3 American households cannot afford their weekly expenses right now. And 85% of the partners we work with would not be able to provide these critical basics without us. It is estimated that it would take receiving reliable clothing resources at least 4 times a year to start to put an end to children's clothing insecurity. So join us in finding more solutions to provide growing children with the clothing they need, so no child has to stop their day as soon as it starts. Learn more, get involved, and let's end clothing insecurity.
You can find this PSA along with much more information at endclothinginsecurity.org. We'd also love to hear your stories and thoughts. You can submit them on that site too. After today's program, we'll be sending a short follow-up survey so we can learn more about you. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you to everyone for all you've done to bring us to this point. And thank you for making it a priority to give children the dignity they deserve and the support they need when they need it most. We need more people like you to know about children's clothing insecurity and keep it top of mind. Let's keep fighting locally, nationally, individually, or as a group. We all have agency to stop clothing insecurity. So let's get together and end this crisis. Now we send you off with some final Cradles to Crayons supporters and fans, big and small. Happy Mother's Day, and may the 4th be with you.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to join you in celebrating Cradles to Crayons anniversary. Congratulations on 20 years. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to ending clothing and diaper insecurity for millions of families across the country and right here in Illinois. As a mom, I understand how unconscionable it is that we have families across the country without their basic needs met, whether that be diapers, food, or clothing. That's why I've been working hard at the federal level to address many of these needs. I was proud to introduce the End Diaper Need Act last year, which would provide additional resources to assist families in addressing their diaper needs. I was also successful in securing provisions in President Biden's American Rescue Plan to help provide low-income families with diapers and diapering supplies. When families are struggling to put food on the table and keep a roof over their heads, especially in the midst of an ongoing pandemic, they shouldn't also have to worry about being able to buy the diapers that are essential to the health and well-being of their children. I know that the stigma around asking for help when you or your child need it is all too real, and I never want folks to feel shame for relying on these resources that can help a family find some stable ground. When I was growing up, my family often relied on the kindness of strangers and organizations like Cradles to Crayons to meet our most basic needs, and I am forever grateful for the resources that were available to me. I know that the work of organizations like Cradles to Crayons is critical to our most vulnerable communities and in meeting our families halfway. Congratulations again to Cradles to Crayon for 20 years of meaningful impact, and thank you all for supporting these efforts to end clothing insecurity. Thank you.
Hi, this is Peter Reynolds, and I am author and illustrator of books like The Dot and Ish and Sky Color. I'm also founder of Fable Vision Studios, a studio that is dedicated to stories that matter, stories that move. And we love to work with organizations that are changing the world. And Cradles to Crayon is changing the world and has been now for 2 decades. Wow, 20 years. So happy anniversary, 20 years. Here's to another 20 and another 20 after that. And I encourage everybody listening to roll up your sleeves and help out. We can't just cheer Cradles to Crayon on. We have to show our support, spread the word about clothing insecurity and all the ways that we can help families navigate a better future. So together, we're going to do this. So happy anniversary, Cradles to Crayon.
Hi, this is Patrice Bergeron of the Boston Bruins. I just want to wish a happy 20th anniversary to Cradles to Crayons. Congratulations on the incredible work you guys have done over the last 20 years, helping out millions of kids along the way. And I now wish you nothing but the best in the future. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to end clothing insecurity. Take care, guys.
Happy anniversary, Cradles to Crayons! Woo!
Gracias, Cradles to Crayons, por las donaciones que nos das a nuestra familia. Thank you for the donations you give to our family. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias.